As Muslim, we are Christian,
Yeah.
and we are Jewish.
This is a really beautiful building.
Free education, free medical.
Socialized, working for everybody. But there's one thing to watch out for. A lot of the rental car companies here will appear very cheap at first. Wow, it literally costs 0.05 reals, almost 13 cents. And I don't know if you can see, my eyes have gotten kind of red. But they gave me a free upgrade here. As most visitors to the country do, I'll be starting and ending my trip here in the capital of Oman, Muscat. But while Muscat is definitely a city where there's a ton to see and do, where the old meets the new, I wanted to get out and about and see a little bit more of the country. So after a nice battle with jet lag, which I did win by the way, it was time to head over to the airport and pick up a rental car. No scratches, no scratches. He gave himself 5 stars. So I set off for a drive along the coast to get to the beach resort that I'd booked for a few nights.
Exit the roundabout. Driving in Oman.
So far it's pretty peaceful. Not bad. Though sometimes the people do like to just kind of switch lanes without using their turn signals. As if they didn't go to the same driving school as me in Virginia. It's just horrible. No, I'm just kidding. The driving is pretty good in Oman, to be honest. Definitely better than, well, any other country that I've driven in the Middle East. Anyway, if you're looking to drive in Oman, I believe you should, because there's almost no public transport here. The public transport there is just like really slow and probably not convenient for you. And I forgot. What was I gonna say? Oh, and the rental cars are pretty not too expensive. But there's one thing to watch out for. A lot of the rental car companies here will appear very cheap at first, and they could be really cheap, but there's usually a limit to the amount of kilometers or miles that you're allowed to drive per day. So on this car that I'm renting right now, I think it's either 175 or 200 kilometers per day, but that's cumulative. And the thing is, I'm kind of just parking this car a few days at a time in places and then driving a longer drive, so it adds up to be less than the amount of kilometers or miles that I'm allowed to drive. But okay, it's not the end of the world. It's not like your car stops working once you hit those 1,400 kilometers, in my case, for 8 days. You just have to pay some money. So make sure that you know how much money you have to pay. I don't think anybody's like making a huge business out of that, but if you were to drive, let's say, double the amount, it could probably cost you a lot of money. And just as the sun was setting, I made it to the Barcelo beach resort that I'd be staying at. Hey, how are you? Okay, check in? Okay, thanks. And well, there's definitely a room here. Bit of an old one, but there's this little balcony with a squeaky door. And the reason I'm really here is because there's a private beach right in front of the hotel, which actually is not the most common thing, especially for a decent price in Oman. And this hotel room, depending on when you visit, could actually go for under $100 US a night, including breakfast and dinner. And I suppose you could say that some of the design is, I guess, Arab influenced. I mean, obviously I'm in the Gulf, I'm in Oman, Arabic, but comparing to a lot of the hotels that I've stayed at and just places that I've been in Spain, this is very similar to that. But the thing is that Spain, for much of its history, was actually Al-Andalus, or at least most of Spain. So there's a lot of Arab influence in Spain. So it actually kind of makes sense that though I'm in Oman, it would feel similar to Spain. And I should also point out that I didn't book a sea view room, and it's peak season right now. They said they have almost full occupancy, but they gave me a free upgrade here. So that's a very good start to a 3-night stay anywhere. There's also some free fruit here, water bottles, and that's about it for this room. So 3 days of rest and relaxation, I think I'm up for it. So the following morning, I proceeded to the beach. After all, sun, sand, and nearly warm seawater is quite the luxury in the middle of winter. Well, although it might seem like I just keep going and going and going, I really do love the idea of just hanging out for a few days and doing almost nothing by a beach. But then again, R&R sometimes sounds a little bit different than what it is on the ground. And after you've sat in the sun for whatever amount of hours, at some point you realize that there is other stuff around any beach resort in the world. And in this case, there's a little town just down the way, not far from this Barcelo, and the beach is behind me. So I'm just gonna go venture over there. I just couldn't sit there knowing that there's something next to me, not knowing what it is. So let's go see. Well, Wudam. Not sure what's here yet, not at all. But it's definitely some kind of village. And there's an insane amount of taxi cabs everywhere. So there must be some sort of clientele, I guess, from the resort for that. But I can already tell you, football or soccer must be the sport of choice over here. But the streets here are really, really quiet right now. There's this mosque over here, which is very beautiful. So I might just try to get a little bit closer to that, but there's almost nobody around. Outside of the soccer field back there, of course. Oh, and there are these two goats. And I find it really interesting here in Oman that so many buildings are covered with like something that's shiny and gold colored. But the town's mosque doesn't have to be covered in gold to look pretty cool. But as luck would have it, as I walked up to the mosque, I just happened to bump into a local guide named Saeed.
You speak Arabic?
I like Arabic, but difficult.
No.
For you, easy?
I know our grammar is, see, the biggest language in the world is Arabic. It's 12 million 953 words.
Good tea. Jamila.
Jamil.
Yeah, Jamil.
I can tell you about this mosque.
Okay.
This is, we have been built 2016 and opened 2020.
Okay.
This is the biggest, one of the biggest mosques in this area. The minaret of this mosque, 35 meters high, and these marbles, Omani marbles, these marbles keep the heat outside and cool inside.
So even in the 45-degree summer, it's okay?
Air condition.
Air conditioned, okay.
Come on, take it to the mosque. It's made here, handmade in Oman. Why we are using this teak? Because this teak can live for long, for hundreds of years, no problems. Okay, come.
Oh, wow.
Capacity of this mosque, 5,000.
5,000. Oh, it's a big one.
Yeah. 5,000.
Khamsa?
Alf.
Khamsa alf. 5,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
This carpet is a Turkish carpet, made purposely for this mosque. We pray 5 times a day. This is the red one, it is the timing of praying, calling,
Yeah.
adhan. And the green one, it is what time we pray.
Right. That's coming up soon in 24 minutes next prayer
Yeah,
time.
we'll finish, no problem. This door also teak, made here, handmade, and the glass is also handmade.
Wow. This is a really beautiful building. It's okay this side?
Come.
Okay.
Anyway, here.
What is this? What are you burning there?
This is incense.
Okay. Incense.
What is the smell?
Like perfume. This is normally they make like under the cloth like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Next more, then all your body, your clothes will be smell. Okay. All direction of the mosque it is to Mecca.
Yeah.
As I told you, we pray 5 times.
Right.
Pray by one God, by Allah. No, we don't have in Islam Trinity like what you have in Christians.
Okay.
That's the Father and Son and
Yeah.
Spirit. We are as Muslim, we are Christian,
Yeah.
and we are Jewish. So what happens? We believe about Jesus, we believe about Moses,
Okay.
Abraham, Jacob, all 25 prophets, we believe all of them. We are as Muslims, we don't believe as a Christian, as Jesus, as a prophet, and we have to respect other religion. Your religion is yours in Islam.
What do you think about someone with no religion in Islam? Also, it's okay.
No, not okay.
Not okay. Okay.
Next life it is difficult. But Allah created us here
Uh-huh.
to worship Him and to make peace in the life, not in, now what happens in the world, it is everyone killing it.
Everybody can agree, not good.
See, I prefer always this money to spend on education, on medical, on good life.
Right.
Not, to on playing this, kill people and
Yeah.
and
Yeah. But this is a good country for that, doing a good job, no?
we help America a lot. Always America, they have troubles here in this area. All they're coming to Oman here. Like with Iran, all they're coming here to Oman.
Yeah.
Sit nobody knowing where. They kept them somewhere. They finish. Then will come a new president with you.
Yeah.
Spoil everything. This is American.
Yeah.
Now what? The war. American, they're paying
Yeah.
tax, everything,
Yeah.
And there's
Crazy.
homeless a lot of in American.
Yeah.
They improve their life of that people better
Right.
than.
Number one problem in America should be in America, right?
Yes, it is.
But America is not taking care of the homeland.
No, see, American has been controlled by others.
So many problems there, the government doesn't want to solve in the country.
See what we are doing in Oman? We help other countries, but mostly we are doing here in our country.
Right.
Also here in Oman, when you are 23 years old, you get from government land 600 meters. You
Oh.
pay 300 riyals. Second things, if you are poor, government will give you land and they will build a house for you. If you are there is no income for you, government they will pay you.
Yeah.
Plus, when you are 60 years old, also, even you are retired, you have high salary, whatever. Even you are very or billionaire, you'll get 115 riyals. The baby from 1 day to 18, they will pay monthly also salary to his account.
Yeah.
It's a little amount, but it's helped that baby. And also free education, free medical.
Wow.
Yes.
Everything is
Yes.
socialized, working for
Yes,
everybody.
yes, yes.
Mm.
Okay, this is mihrab where the imam, and then when we pray up to the end.
Yeah.
Second line, third line, fourth line, like that.
Okay.
For the lady, that side.
Right side
Yeah,
or outside?
Yeah, that side.
Okay, okay.
It's capacity about 400 to something like that. For ladies, not must come to the mosque. The lady should have a lot of freedom in Islam. She can be like a businesswoman. She can work any job she wanted. And also, when she got married, husband he have to pay mahar, call it. He pay her for
Yeah.
her gold, for her clothes, all this. Then he have to make a house. And he have to, husband always, I mean, he's to the food, all the electricity, water, everything, clothes, everything, and pay her also. Even she's rich. But if she want to help her husband, that's her. That's in Islam. If they got divorced and she have baby, husband he have to go out from the house. It's house her. Even it's on his name. And he have to pay all expense.
When they become divorced?
Yes.
So dowry?
That's when you get married first.
So if somebody is divorced in Islam, they must pay that dowry, return it?
No.
Okay.
No, finish her. That's finished.
It's finished. Okay.
In this village, maybe in 20 years,
Yeah.
it's two divorce maybe.
Okay. So not much.
It's no.
Not very common.
No.
Yeah. How about in Muscat? More common? A little bit?
It's in all Oman about 2%.
2%. Okay. For Islamic person, praying is similar like a meditation with Allah, yeah?
Yes.
And you say female is not always praying 5 times per day?
No, pray 5 times, but not must come to the mosque if you wish to come.
And how about you? Have you also traveled outside of Oman to other?
lot.
Yeah. What's your favorite country you visited?
Normally I visit Asia. I
Asia.
have to Vietnam. I like Vietnam.
Oh, me too.
And Thailand also. I've been 3-4 times with my
Thailand.
family,
Yeah.
And Indonesia, I like it also.
Oh, yeah. That's nice.
Yeah. India I went twice, but I don't like it.
India.
Yeah, there.
I haven't been to India. That's the one country. Soon. You like Pakistan more?
Yeah, I like Pakistan. Actually, I went to Pakistan, have some friends for a wedding.
Okay.
He was working with me, and his kids was young.
Yeah.
So when he get married, you will come to Mecca now.
Cool. Thank you for showing us around, Saeed.
You're most welcome.
So, as usual, it was worth leaving the place that I'm staying at. That's just an obvious given thing, but I was going there for that R&R, so I wasn't 100% sure if I'd leave or not. But I got lucky and had a little tour of this small town's mosque. And I'm just gonna see if there's not a business or two that's open and operating right now at this moment. Although it does happen to be right at the prayer time right now, so I don't know how religious folks in this town are. They might shut their doors for that. Let's see. Seems like they've got a little bit of a mix of businesses, catering to locals and catering to tourists. But one thing that's quite interesting is that I've now seen 2 separate businesses in this small town that just offer ironing. Hey man. So this seems to be a kind of all-in-one market over here. Also known, where I'm from, is a grocery store. But if you're looking on the map here, you've got to look for a hypermarket. But randomly, everywhere in Oman, they seem to have, well, it's a little dusty, but they've got this Japanese, oops, flip it around for you, Pocari Sweat, which is kind of like a much more mild Gatorade with a similar amount of electrolytes and stuff. This is not an ad for Pocari Sweat or anything, but it's much better than Gatorade. But actually, I have booked half board over at the resort, which means 2 all-you-can-eat buffets. It honestly are pretty low quality. It's not greatest food over there, but you know, it's free food. And when it's all you can eat, it covers a lot more than just one meal, so I'm just eating 2 meals a day. But you know what they don't have? They don't have junk food at the buffet, so I'm just taking a little bit of a look to see all this stuff. And this thing looks like it's like pasta chips. That's something I've never seen before. This must be something actually from Oman. It's like made in Oman. I might have to try this. Let's see how much it costs. Wow, it literally costs 0.05 reals. So like 12, almost 13 cents. Oh, fine, 13 cents. But even if I'm not buying anything, I do always just find it interesting to stop into more local market like this one and see what's being sold. Like, they've got a ton of ghee here, oil as well, but they must use ghee a lot for cooking in Oman. And of course there's some ice cream, which is also isn't included in the buffet. Yeah. And yeah, cool, thanks. But when I made my way back to the resort right around dark, it turned out that there was a little bit more to the place than just sea and sun. But that long walk around town had me ready for my second meal of the day. Well, I know I said this buffet is not that impressive. And if you compare it to like any 5-star hotel, it's really not. But they've got this thing going here because this place got a lot of people staying here for the on season over here in the winter. So there's 2 restaurants operating, serving the exact same food, but nobody knows about the second restaurant because they don't tell people at check-in unless you ask. I asked, and here I am, alone with my wife, having a private dining experience. Like I said, it is all you can eat. Okay, R&R is completely over. I cannot do any more of that, although it was kind of relaxing to be over here. Resorts are not necessarily my thing for more than like 1 or 2 nights. And the thing is, there was one small issue with this one, beyond stuff that I've already showed. And don't get me wrong, there's some huge positives too. That beach was amazing. But there's a lot of humidity here in the summer. And it seems like many of the hotel rooms, including the one that I was staying in, are kind of filled with mold and other allergens. And I don't know if you can see, my eyes have gotten kind of red, so it's time for an allergy pill. Good travel tip is to always travel with an allergy pill if you have any allergies to mold or dust like I do. But now that I have had the chance to experience some rest, some relaxation, it's time to head over to the desert. If there's one thing I learned from staying at that beach resort, it's really that no matter where you go in Oman, people are gonna welcome you. And as I drove out to the desert, I made a stop along the way for a quick coffee.
Yeah, my man, David G.
Yeah, but what's your name?
Hassan.
What's your name?
Yasin.
Yasin. Pleasure to meet both of you.
The real
You want from Rwanda? Okay.
Wait.
I hear this is the Nigerian David G. That's like a Christian gospel guy.
Okay.
You got the wrong David G. Oh, that's me. Yeah.
David G. David G.
Okay.
What does G stands for? George?
My last name.
Your last name?
Greer.
Greer.
Yeah. Greer.
Oh.
It's like a weird last name, right?
You have 21,000 people.
So far.
It's nice, man.
Gotta grow it up, you know? Like a tree, you gotta water the tree.
Look, David, I love travel. How do you do it? Like you work for the whole year, saving for that?
No, this is how I do it. Like I earn the money from this and then I travel.
Oh, you earn the money from YouTube?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Hopefully I'll find myself there.
In Germany. On YouTube.
Yeah?
Alright. Yeah, sure, why not? Alright.
Enjoy yourself, man. Take care.
Yeah, take care. Thank you. Now properly caffeinated, my drive continued, and the landscapes changed rapidly before my eyes. So to see what Oman desert life is like, make sure to watch this video next, and I'll see you all real soon.